Salut à tout le monde. Welcome to another episode or video on Cameroon. A lot has been happening and we've been following the progress of everything so far after October 12th, where the people went out and said loud and clear that they want change. And the change must come from somebody who was the weapon of the government for a while. The government used Issa Tchiroma to do the dirty work before. And now he had to say it now. He calculated very well before he stepped out and apologized to the people of the Northwest and Southwest and spoke directly to the people of Cameroon. And the people said, okay, we're going to choose you to go to A2D and bring some change. Even though it is a tough battle and we knew that there's going to be a lot of fraud, there's going to be a lot of opposition to the people's will. But the regime has not changed. Always trying to oppress and suppress people. And now we are at the point where Issa Tchiroma Bakary, our president, the people's choice, declared goes down from Monday to Wednesday. So this coming Monday to Wednesday. So tomorrow Monday to Wednesday, goes down starts. And to my fellow Francophones, some of you don't really understand what goes down means. Let me lecture you this moment because, we in the English part of Cameroon have been experiencing this thing for a long time now. So really understand what goes down really means. And since 2000, I think Ghost Town really started effectively in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. In 2017, that's when Ghost Town started in the English part of Cameroon. So this is a time where where every Cameroonian will be tested. Every Cameroonian will be tested. And before I go further on this, I've been hearing a lot of my brothers in the Northwest and Southwest region saying that they have been, doing their own things or fighting for too long now. So now is the time for them to rest and watch the people in the French-speaking part of Cameroon, go through what they've been going through for the past 9 and something years, about going to 10 years now. I come right here to tell you this. We all know that change is needed in Cameroon. We can all agree on that. And that's the truth. Whether you're in the Northwest or the Southwest or in any other part of Cameroon, and I know that we want change. And that's the most essential thing. I want you to think about that for a second. We want change. Okay. So what are some of the things that we got to start doing now that will help us attain that change? It's not by going some abstract route. Is by using the system to beat the system. So who is the viable option? Who can do that? And now, we all know that there's momentum and there's credibility behind Issa Tchiroma. Because if it was someone else, my brothers and sisters, I'm telling you this, that person will have given in to pressure and maybe become the next Prime Minister of Cameroon or take any other position available or the money they're going to offer them. You know why? Okay. Because most of the times, the politicians, put their strength on the people and they believe that the people will, come for them or pull through for them. But what I've noticed in Cameroon is the people are going to be with you for a while. But when things start getting shaky or things start getting tough and difficult, those same people will go away and abandon you. That is why you see a lot of leaders don't want to stand up for the people of Cameroon because they know that most of the times the people are going to fail them. And when the people fail them, they're on their own. And they have to, just dial in or join the winning team. Because at the end of the day, we know that we have collective strength. Our strength together is very powerful. And what the regime needs or wants at this moment is this division between us. We're saying, oh, that's Francophone fight. It's not Anglophone fight. I've been fighting for too long now. I've been hearing this thing, come up for a while now. And ever since Issa Tchiroma declared tomorrow Monday and tomorrow Monday to Wednesday as ghost towns in Cameroon, I've been hearing a lot of this from my brothers in the English part of Cameroon. I don't want that. I'm from the English part of Cameroon myself, so there's no better person to come here and say. I know that when you say something like this, some people get offended. It is normal to disagree with me. It is normal to disagree with me. You don't need to agree with everything I say. But we all know that is one thing that we can agree on, and that is change is needed in Cameroon. And if you don't believe that change is needed in Cameroon, there is no point watching this video. You can exit the video from here and quit. Go watch some other video, because change is what we need right now. And we have to start thinking about the process. We don't want our people to go out there and be killed by the military. Our own brothers are killing us. We don't want to shed blood, innocent blood. We already have fallen heroes that we have, to make their blood account for something. We have to make their blood account for something. So I'm urging each Cameroonian, whether in the northwest or southwest or any other part of Cameroon, to follow the movement. If you think you're bigger than the movement of change, then it is your decision to make. Go ahead and make that decision. But you should have the country in the back of your mind. Think about it. Don't just feel like, right now, I feel good about this thing. Think about your country. Be patriotic. No one is going to force you, and you don't have to agree with me. And when I say something, think about it. Don't just say, he's right, or don't just say, who the hell he is. Who the hell does he think he is? He's a nobody. No problem. I'm a nobody. I'm going to accept that. But at the end of the day, we have to think about everything that comes out from everybody's mouth. Whether it's so-called self-proclaimed leaders or activists, we have to think about it. Because we have been following people without thinking. And same thing with Issa Tchiroma. So, if you paid attention carefully, he had a plan from the onset. I was even watching, I think I saw an interview or this in a print of his daughter, Tchiroma's daughter, talking about how her father wanted to resign from office since 2018. So it was a planned resignation. So he calculated everything, had to study the system properly, know the choking points. And then he knew when to resign at the right time. In order to destroy the system, you got to come from the system. You have to be equipped with all the powers of the system, because you don't know the choking points. He knows. And if you see the moves that he has been making from the start of his campaign to now, you're going to understand this guy have a plan. And he thinks ahead of the regime. That is very important, because most of the times, a lot of the people who we call leaders or self-proclaimed leaders, they just do things out of emotion. They don't really think sometimes. And sometimes when you hear them speak, you ask yourself like, bro, how on earth is this guy even leading this movement? So we need the right movement. We need the right leaders in place. I said in the last episode, there are people who are going to come in as if they're part of the movement to sabotage the movement. They're going to be prominent voices in the movement. But at the end of the day, they're going to be the one putting bad seeds and corrupting the minds of the people who believe in the movement. That's what they're doing right now. And that's what happened in the English part of Cameroon. And they're going to come as friends, come as brothers, pollute everybody. And then all of a sudden, we start fighting ourselves. Like, oh, pointing fingers. Oh, it's these people they fight. Oh, it's for the north. Oh, it's for the southwest. Oh, it's for the northwest. Oh, it's for the south. Oh, it's for the west. And we're fighting ourselves, like arguing. That's what they want. Division of Cameroon. But we're not going to let that happen. So I'm calling on my fellow Cameroonians from every part of Cameroon, from the 10 regions. Please, let's stay in our houses. If you have not bought your stuff, today's Sunday. Stock your houses. Buy things. I'm recording this thing on Sunday. And I'm going to try to publish it today. But if I don't, I'm going to publish it on Monday too. So if you're watching this on a Monday, salute to you. If you're watching it on Sunday, salute to you. Let's see how it goes. You know, since this thing started, we've been trying to keep up to date to make sure that everyone is updated on what is happening. And Issa Tchiroma posted something a few days ago talking about how he's in a safe place and the loyalist army, you know, protected him, and he is with the loyalist army. That is important, bro. Like, that shows that even in the army, there are people who believe that the election was rigged. The last video I said something. I said, we need our brothers and sisters in the army now. This is the time where they got to show that they're Cameroonians. This is the time where they got to show that they're patriotic citizens, because you cannot claim to be a Cameroonian and you're serving a master that does not care about the country. He does not care about your well-being. Sends you to do dirty work. If a command comes from Yaoundé and every policeman, every army, every bee says, no, we are not going to take that order, oh, everybody just resign because they don't want to go kill their brothers and sisters, where will we be? We're going to be in a better Cameroon. So let's start thinking about these things. When someone says something, let's think. If a minister says something, think about it. Understand what he's talking about. Don't just do it blindly, because that's what has been happening to us. I'm saying this being here and supporting Issa Tchiroma because we all want change in any color, in any shape. I'm not saying Issa Tchiroma is perfect. He's not. He's not. He's famous for, how can you say that? When they were talking about how the military were killing our brothers and sisters in the English part of Cameroon, in the northwest and southwest, he came out to say, how can you say that? The military is not killing anybody. But I do understand the complexities behind this matter, because, you know, when you're the Minister of Communication, you're not speaking for yourself. You're the spokesperson of the government. So I understand the angle too. But, you know, you have to think for yourself too. There were some situations where he put himself in a bad spot. And I cannot blame it solely on the regime, because he had a role to play in that too. So yeah, he played the role perfectly well. And that's why the government or the regime knew that he had no shot to win the election. They took Maurice Kamto out, believing that they don't have any rival. But that was a blessing in disguise. You know, God always uses the foolish things to confront the wise. And took away Maurice Kamto, and now mobilize everybody to Issa Tchiroma Bakary. And Issa is the president of Cameroon. So yeah, let's try to be united in this movement. Let's try to, you know, do the right things, because it's very important. Like I said, strategic. We have to be strategic in our approach and think ahead. Understand what is happening. Even as Issa Tchiroma is saying, and I'm telling you now, to, you know, respect the ghost down. I want you to think about it. Think about it. Think about the future of Cameroon. Think about the regime. Think about their reaction. Think about what they're thinking. Think about what they plan to do. Think about every single thing. Your store should not be the one that is open. And Atanganji Paul is using his cameras to say, oh, these are this. Look at you. They're talking about ghost town, and these are stores open. Your store should not be the one, because, you know, it's Rather unfortunate that the same government that is going to tell you that open your stores are not going to protect your store. They just want their pure PR campaign. So you got to be real careful. Don't be a scapegoat. Yeah, don't be a scapegoat. No one is shunning you. No one is stopping you from doing what you want to do. But if you have the country at heart, it's the time where we have to suffer a little bit to gain that change we need. We have to suffer a little bit. Even my brothers in the army, we have to suffer a little bit. We have to suffer a little bit to get that change, which means you have to sacrifice yourself for the betterment of this country. You have to sacrifice yourself. You're trained and you're equipped with what it takes to get rid of Paul Biya. If it means, you have to, surrender the top military personnel in Cameroon, the loyalists, Paul Biya loyalists. That guy is a great-great-grandfather. I don't know if that guy is older than Paul Biya because he looks, even the military uniform does not even fit good on that guy. It's as if he's wearing something else, not even the Cameroon military uniform. Just imagine what our country has turned into. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. But our army have to be patriotic right now. You have to stand up to the oppressor. You have to stand up to the oppressor. We need you. We need you. Surrender Paul Biya. Who is he? If he's in Switzerland, secure it to the way he's not going to come back. He's on exile. He stays there. You cannot imagine that the former president of Cameroon is still in Senegal. His corpse, his body is in Senegal. And up to today, Paul Biya has not done anything to bring his body back. Maybe that might be his fate. He might just stay in Switzerland and whatever happens, it happens. Yeah, because Cameroon is not someone's property. It's not. It's our Cameroon. You love Cameroon. I love Cameroon. We love Cameroon. It is our Cameroon. So we have to cherish it. And now is a time where every citizen will pick a side. Choose where you belong. Do you belong with the side of do you belong in this movement of change, or do you belong in stagnation, oppression, and depression? Choose. The choice is yours. No one is going to make the choice for you. Choose wisely. Please. It's very important that we really understand what is at stake here. We understand what is at stake. And to those activists, self-proclaimed, leaders on social media who keep talking to the people and threatening them with bullets, threatening them with people on ground and saying, oh, they're going to send this person, send this set of people after their families. Just imagine that people. How do you envision this? Just think for a second. Someone is telling you that they're going to send boys after your family, send boys after your wife and kids. And the same people are telling you that the country that are trying to create is going to be better. Think for a second. Understand this thing. Understand this thing. You think it's going to be better than Paul Biya? Ha ha. Ooh, God, you must be out of your damn mind. You have to understand what is going on here. A lot of these people know nothing about leadership. Don't mind what they're saying. They just come on social media and they're ranting. A lot of time, it's just content creation. That's what I'm saying. Even me talking to you right now, as I'm talking to you, I want you to process it. Think about it. Don't just follow me blindly or just accept everything I say. Because at the end of the day, I'm human. We do make mistakes. So you have to understand that. So if I say something that is not right, I'll appreciate if you can, pinpoint those areas like, oh, these are some of the things that, man, I don't really appreciate about it. And then I'm going to explain to you what I think. And then we have an understanding. Because when I'm talking to you or responding to your message, I'm responding with the intention to understand what you're saying. So that way, we are not just having, crazy argument without understanding each other. Because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding, because it's really important. Listen with the intention to understand. Don't just listen with the intention to speak, Because that's what happens a lot of times. People are listening, but they're not listening. But they're hearing. There's a difference between hearing to something and then listening to that thing. Two different things. It's just like looking and seeing. You look at a problem, but you see the solution. So right now, we are looking at Paul Biya, but we're seeing how to get him out of office. You understand? So we have to understand these things and make sure our head is clear, because we really need one another right now. We need one another. The youth especially. This is a time where we decide with the Cameroon we want as youth. This is the time where we rise up. This is the time where we say enough is enough. We are out of this regime. We are not going to take anything from this guy no more. He's out of touch, out of reach to the Cameroonian people, to the youth especially, to us as youth. He knows nothing about us. If you see how he treats his daughter needs mental, psychiatric, and all the help she needs. But the father is not there. And if a man cannot take care of his own daughter, Brenda Biya, how on earth is he worthy to take care of the entire country? We have to think about these things. He's not worthy. And the people who are following him, the people who are behind him blindly for their self-benefit and not for the benefit of the country, may God have mercy on your soul. May God have mercy on your soul. You sell the entire country because you're living a comfortable life. Really? The Cameroonian people are not that stupid no more. We're not stupid. We have been stupid for a while. But we said enough is enough. Sometimes they took our, quietness for peace. They think, oh, Cameroon is a peaceful country because we have been absorbing that oppression and depression for too long. And they say, oh, it's peace. So you just got to keep doing it all the time. That's why Tanganji Paul is going to come out and open his mouth and be lashing out like a crazy person. We're going to come for you. We're coming for everybody. This is the people's fight. We're going to come for every single minister, every single one of them. So it's either you join the movement right now or you join Biya regime. It's simple. Choose, pick a side. Let's know that this is where you belong. Simple. Let's know, oh, this one, he's in the other camp. Let's focus on our goal, our mission. Our mission is what? Paul Biya must go. He must step out. If he he goes to Switzerland or any country, that's his problem. We don't care about that. Our main goal is to secure Cameroon. And we have to build Cameroon. We have to build Cameroon together as one. And we have to go back to the Federal Republic. Very, very important. And make sure the power goes back to the people. Goes back to the people. Right now, the people are powerless. Nope, we are not. We're powerful. And we must be respected. We must be respected. Whether it's by Tanganji Paul or Ferdinand Gongo or Paul Biya Bimvondo or any other minister, parliamentarian, Clement Tangana, Supreme Court, we, the Cameroonian people, must be respected. We have had it. And enough is enough. We can't keep, living like this anymore. We can't keep living like this anymore. We have given you guys 42 years, 43 years now to oppress us and put us in depression. But we say, enough is enough. We're coming. This movement is just starting. You're not going to slow us down. And the division you have started trying to create, we're going to suppress it. Because there's a movement going now. A lot of these people from the CPDM party are getting involved in this movement. They're coming as people who are part of the movement and they are poisoning the whole thing. So be one. Be careful. Listen, understand. When anybody says anything, think about that thing. Fact check that person. reason before you follow that person. Don't just follow anybody blindly. I repeat, including me. Do not follow me blindly. Listen to me, try to understand me, and then think about it before you try to act on what I'm saying. Please. It's very important. Even Issa Tchiroma, if he says anything, think about it. Let's build Cameroon with people who are thinkers, people who understand what is going on, people who, want to be part of greatness. That's what we need. This movement should be about patriotism. It should be about that. And it should be about building our nation to something great, because that's what we need now. We need to build our nation, take it off the dust, because it has been destroyed for 43 years. What a building process that will be. The foundation got to be solid. A lot of people are corrupt. In this movement or out of the movement. Let's just be clear with ourselves. Let's just be sincere. Because there's some people who are going to talk a lot of bad things now. But if they put them in those same positions, they're going to be corrupt. A lot of times people say this thing, power corrupts. But that's not true. That's a lie. Power does not corrupt. Power reveals your character. That's what power does. It just reveals what you are and it amplifies it. If you're a corrupt individual, power is going to make you display that at a high level. You understand? So that's how it is. Power does not corrupt. Power reveals your corruption. So if you're a corrupt person, when you gain power, you're going to use that power to become even more of a corrupt person than you are at the moment. So let's not deceive ourselves. Let's be frank and honest. So we know that we need mental, physical cleansing. We need to cleanse our mind and set it up on the right foundation. We got to reset it, because a lot of things we have taken as normal are not normal. Driving on the street and getting pulled over by the police, giving that police 10,000 francs is not normal. That's bribe and corruption. Bribery and corruption. The police should be there to save you, should be there to protect you, should be there to make sure that you're safe. It's not there to collect bribes or start asking you things. They'll see you, you present the documents, but they'll try to find something. They'll be like, oh, this name is not well, just trying to create problem. We'll call it réseau. Trying to find réseau. Maybe make and give money. That's what they do. They're just trying to find something that you're going to bribe or corrupt. We have to be people of standards, people of class. That's what we got to represent now. People of class, standard. And to all my brothers and sisters in every part of Cameroon who are scammers, we have to stop that now. We have to be people of integrity. Scamming. What they call us saying guess. Doing guesswork. We have to stop all that. Stop that. You don't have to do that to be successful. Anyone who told you that deceived you. We have to be, we have to live with integrity. Integrity is very important. So let's walk back to the foundation and start building our nation towards the right direction. We need the youth now. We don't need the youth to be focused on stealing from someone else or trying to, deceive someone to get their money from countries in North America or Europe or Asia. We don't want that. We want our youth to be united and stop doing all this other stuff. Let's focus on change. Let's focus on building our nation. Let's focus on unity. Let's focus on what is right for the nation, what is right for the people, what is right for our children's children. Let's build the foundation. Even if we don't reap the benefits, but our children and our great-grandchildren, we understand that we died and we put our sweat on the line to make them enjoy. So that's what we're up against. And I salute everybody. Let's conquer this.